Hey everybody, it's Ken Carlson here with Country Guitar Chops. Today we're going to go over double stops. What is a double stop? A double stop is playing two notes simultaneously at the same time. There's triple stops as well. You can play three at a time. Double stops are the most common. Different people describe double stops in different ways. I'm going to go up an E scale here. That was actually double stop because I was plucking one with a pick and the other with a finger, but I see a lot of guys describe hitting the pick with both notes with a pick as a double stop. I guess technically that's a double stop. That's not what I call a double stop. To me they're milliseconds apart. Which in my mind makes them an interval, right? I would consider that an interval, you know, a one and a 3 and whatever, 2 and a 5, 2 and a 4, whatever. But like I say, technically I guess that's a double stop. To me, a country double stop is playing them both at the same time using these two fingers here. That riff I just played is off a Brooks and Dunn song, full of double stops. Right there. More double stops, double stops, double stops, double stops. More double stops. Just it's pretty much all double stops. There's more double stops, more double stops. It's not really a double stop there, but more double stops here. You know, and we're back into double stops again. That was all double stops. Really cool sounding. More double stops. All double stops. Double stops. Yeah, I decided to go with that right there to show you what double stops were. This is a little more advanced. So I'll try to get that tabbed out and put here on this page so you can, that's a pretty advanced exercise there. Yeah, that's just loaded with double stops. Let's see, off the top of my head, I should have thought of this before I started rolling the film here. I guess an exercise in double stops could be, let's see, let's do that E scale. You know, it's just a major scale. Up the neck. And I'm going to alternate open E. I'm going to drone the open E on top and then hit it with these two fingers. So if, you know, you flat pickers there, you can... Probably in a song context, but this is an exercise to get you using those two fingers. And that's a good little stretch there, alternating between those fingers. That's a good stretch for flat pickers. Boy, it'd be even more to go the top string and then the second and third. Let's see, can I think of an exercise doing that? No, I really can't. Not at the top of my head. Give me a couple minutes and I'll come up with something. But anyway, yeah, that's an exercise there that you can use. There again, do this with a metronome. I mentioned in my previous lessons, you know, use a metronome. Very important. So, and I'll tab this out as well. So it's, you know, pick, two fingers. Now, was doing rolls there, which the only reason I threw that in here is to give you an idea, even though this is just an exercise, that's something we can do later on when we get the double stops down, and then we'll start doing rolls with them. So it's important to learn to use both fingers, which is obviously what a double stop is. I went over a hybrid picking in another lesson here earlier. Hybrid picking, same thing, you know, it's getting to use these fingers, and I did an exercise there, a couple exercises to get those fingers, get some coordination built up on those fingers. So work on these exercises here, and then we'll get into some rolls. Rolls is where it gets really hard. So I say really hard. Anything's hard at first, but after a while it's just second nature. But get these double stops down first. Let's see if I can come up with something else here. Double stops. Let's see. And I'm just sliding the ring finger up there. Okay. That kind of reminiscent, I think it is pretty much getting there note for note. Old Jerry Reed song, what was it called? The Claw. Yeah. Who Jerry Reed, if you don't know who Jerry Reed is, Jerry Reed was probably one of, from what I understand, Brent Mason's major influences as a kid growing up. Super picker, thumb picker, you know, playing the gut string stuff. So, yeah, I believe that was pretty close to the Claw. Now I played it both ways. I played it down here and then here. I like it here. I get a seventh on that bottom. I messed it up. Get those fingers coordinated a little bit. So there's a few exercises. Enjoy them. I'll see you on the next lesson.